people. Normal meerkats would run a mile. During the day, potential meerkat meals are hiding underground, avoiding the scorching Kalahari sun. But they're not safe. Each of these little mongooses has claws like switchblades and a phenomenal nose to sniff out buried food. Greedy is hard at work. You can see why she's dominant in this group. She's bigger and tougher than the others, and she's got years of experience in finding buried treasure. But she needs lots more than one beetle to fill her belly. She'll eat 6% of her body weight on a good day. That's like me eating 50 quarter-pound veggie burgers.
They have to work so hard for food. They dig prodigiously, and sometimes they can dig trenches in the sand up to a foot deep.
They can shovel 2 pounds of sand, their own body weight, every few minutes. Got something, a scrumptious gecko. This isn't a delicacy, though. It's a giant African millipede. They release a foul-tasting oil in defence, but dragging it through the sand like this cleans that off. I'm about to see that meerkats are not as cute as they look. Greedy here has her eye on the millipede that this weaker female has been carefully cleaning. Greedy is pregnant and needs all the food she can get. She'll even resort to robbery. Delicious, juicy innards. Greedy's not giving up. Dominant females can be real bullies, and their behaviour can be worse than just snatching food. Subordinate meerkats can even be evicted from the group. Greedy by name, greedy by nature. I hope they don't look up. It would be a tragedy if the Moomins tore this flat-neck chameleon apart. The lizard is lucky. Meerkats glance upwards often, looking for aerial predators or to do some map reading. Of all the landmarks that meerkats use to find out where they are, these monstrous nests behind me are some of the most remarkable. This is an apartment block of cut grass, a sociable weaver bird colony, home to a whole flock, about 300 birds. They work together to build these huge nests, which weigh in at over 2,000 pounds. The dense thatch gives protection from wind and rain and insulates against the chill of winter nights, when it can be 40 degrees warmer inside the nest than outside. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to watching birds. Spotting and identifying them, it's great fun. But for the meerkats, it can be a matter of life or death. Pygmy falcons, they nest in these weaver birds' nests. There's 3 on a tree over there, but the meerkats barely give them a second glance. They know these sparrow-sized raptors are too puny to be a threat. But other birds can't be ignored.
Up to 2/3 of headache sufferers wait up to an hour or more before taking pills. But there is an effective way to treat headaches without pills. Forehead. Forehead works directly at the point of pain. Quickly, effectively. As soon as you feel a headache coming on, why wait? Reach for Forehead. Effective natural headache relief without pills.
FedEx. Independently minded, independently made.
These people suffer from a rare neurological disorder called dystonia.
It's annoying because it's as if there's something in control of you.
It can affect any part of the body.
It's horrible.
How do they cope? Bodies Out of Control, 9 o'clock Monday on 5.
This is a pale chanting goshawk, a bird that could crush a meerkat's skull with a single flex of its talons. Safe to come out, the group has several hundred bolt holes in its territory of 2 square miles. The older meerkats know every one of them. Greedy and her gang have been digging for 10 hours or so and are now heading for home. Meerkats labour all day in the furnace of the Kalahari, which is unusual. Most of the animals around here work night shifts.
Bat-eared fox.
A predator that can kill prey instantly by chopping its jaws together 5 times a second.
They've got a robber's mask, like a raccoon, but they get their name from those enormous ears.
Using them like twin dish antennae, they can pinpoint sounds nearly a foot below the surface.
Look, she digs, stops, listens, digs again. These little foxes, they're often associated with herds of wildebeest and zebra. And that's because they can hear the dung beetles when they actually come out of the dung cocoons, and then they dig down and eat them. Got one, it's a scorpion.
Meerkats are scorpion connoisseurs too, but it's too late for them to be out hunting now. Bat-eared foxes have a thick coat to help cope with the cold after sundown. It can get freezing here. Meerkats aren't so well insulated, so when the sun disappears, they keep warm by huddling together below ground. Just one of the advantages of living in a big group. Another benefit from group living is grooming. Meerkats can't nibble at their own faces, and they'd soon get covered in ticks without somebody else to pick them off. Greedy and the Moomins are tucked up below now, but I'm going to stay up for a bit. It's my chance to meet the creatures that the meerkats have menaced all day.
I've come out here to hunt for the deadliest scorpions in southern Africa. They're up there on the dunes behind me. But before that, can you hear those creatures? They're belting their hearts out. They're singing all around me. And I want to show you one of those. I think you're going to be charmed and intrigued by them. There, one of the members of the lizard orchestra, much smaller than I thought. This is a barking gecko, a full-grown adult male. You can tell that by this vivid yellow under the throat. This is a real southern African speciality. And they sing, just like frogs, this chorus all around me. And what they're doing is they're trying to attract mates and proclaim their territory. But unlike frogs, they sit at the entrance of their burrows and open their mouths when they call. This is a jewel of a gecko. But for the meerkats, all this is a succulent package of protein and fat. Let's let him go now.
Super sensitive ears help a bat-eared fox hunt scorpions. I haven't got those, so I need the help of some technology. A flashlight, well, that's okay, but what you really need is one of these. It's an ultraviolet light. Scientists don't know why, but when you bathe scorpions in this light, they literally glow in the dark.
The effect is so striking that with this small lamp, I can pick out a scorpion over 40 feet away. But they're so common here, I won't have to look that far. On a good night in the Kalahari, you could find over 500 scorpions trundling across the sand.
I don't know which one to pick, so let's get the biggest one. Way. Give or take, there's 1,500 species of scorpion in the world, and of those, 25 have been known to cause human fatalities. And this is one of them, the most venomous scorpion in southern Africa. It's the black, thick-tailed scorpion. Doesn't look black now in the ultraviolet light. And you can tell when you've got a really venomous kind of scorpion because of the arrangement of the pincers compared to the tail. This has got reasonably small pincers. It just uses those to grasp its prey, but it kills its prey with venom. And you can see it's got this great, thick, fat tail. That's jam-packed with venom. The venom of scorpions is full of neurotoxins. They affect the nervous system of its prey or any animals that interfere with them. But watch this. I'm not playing with fire. When I put it on me like that, all it can sense is like it's on a warm, soft substrate, and there's no need for it to sting. I'm not actually crushing it or hurting it, and it can walk around perfectly harmlessly on my hand. But I wonder, how are the meerkats going to deal with a scorpion as toxic as this one? You are so gorgeous in this ultraviolet. Off you go.
I haven't had much sleep, but I want to catch up with the moomins as soon as possible. They're already foraging. They do this individually, but always stay close to one another so they can communicate. Meerkats make over a dozen different calls, and each has a specific meaning. I'll find out more about meerkat speak later. For now, I'm intrigued by their relentless digging. It's crucial that they keep at it to find enough to eat in this desert environment. The meerkats sweep methodically through their territory, a different patch each day. This is where I was scorpion hunting last night. I can't help but feel a little sorry for the geckos and creepy crawlies that have to face this onslaught. This is the meerkat who had her millipedes stolen yesterday by Greedy. I never thought I'd have sand kicked in my face by a 2-pound weakling. This is a terrific spectator sport, and I'm not alone in watching the excavations. There are hungry Kalahari animals also tracking the moomins, waiting to pounce. Fork-tailed drongos wait for any evicted insects. Sometimes they even steal food from right under the meerkats' noses. Yellow-billed hornbills also follow meerkats. They're helpful birds, though, because they call a warning if they see a predator. I've noticed that different meerkats dig at different depths. To find out why, I asked the project's mastermind, Tim Clutton-Brock. Some of them seem to be at the surface, and because you can, it's amazing, because you can follow individuals, you can work out what's going on there, why some are at the surface and some dig deeper.
Yeah, that's right. The younger and less skillful individuals spend most of their time getting the prey off the surface because they don't take the risk of digging deep. The risk of digging deep is you may dig a big hole and never get anything. So you've got to be pretty sure there's something there.